All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brandman Brandon, and we are going to talk about episode 2, season 2, House of the Dragon. Yeah, man, we get the backlash, or the not the backlash, but the response to the baby killing in the first
Yeah,
episode.
like the fallout from it, right?
Yeah, all the fallout from it. So right
Mhm.
after that, what you think about this episode?
Um, Actually, you kind of summed it up, like the fallout for what was happening, or from the baby getting killed last episode. I liked how it jumped right into the immediate repercussions of that, like what had happened as a result. It really kind of gives you that thorough feeling of there's about to be some shit after this.
Yeah,
Um, there were a lot. I like there's huge body count on this episode too,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
um, it really kind of reinforced the theme. I'd say the theme of this episode is war is hell. Um, and just because you see it, like ton of casualties, ton of internal conflict between the houses as a result of this. I like how thorough it was in that regard too. I like how it handled the multiple characters, and it's kind of good night.
Have a good night.
Mm, yeah, I like how it really like just went all in on it set up a very interesting tone about like I because it's only going to get even worse from here in terms of the conflicts and stuff like that. And it really, really stuck the landing on giving you that feel. And
Yeah,
I really like how well it handled each house, each character, each family. It was very, very well done in that regard. How it was jumping from house to house, from character to character, and they still did it seamlessly enough that you're hooked.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm. So those are my favorite things about this episode. It's not pulling any punches either. You know, heck, we just had the death of a kid. You know, a mother like screams in horror where she sees her son lynched, like her son's lynched body.
oh my
You
god.
know, so this episode really packed a punch, man. I thought.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like violent, or like, but it had a lot of emotion and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
bad decisions from being emotional. You know, and like
Mm-hmm.
your theme is spot on. Where you said, like war is hell. I think you said right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think my theme for this episode is like dumbasses making dumb decisions, because that's all it's been so far. It's like Damon getting dumb people to make decisions that like affected the entire world. Because like two guys are too lazy to go after the right guy. You know, and even at this, it's like Aegon is making dumb decisions. The night guy. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? The one who's been having sex with all the queens. Um, oh, what's his name? The knight, the knight. Um, I can't remember his name. But
Yeah,
yeah,
me neither.
so I thought it was started with a C or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
him is like, go pretend to be your twin brother and go kill her. Like what? That's
Mm-hmm.
stupid, man. And I love how
Crazy.
it's so stupid. And I love how the grandfather, the dad, Hightower, the former
Mm-hmm.
the king, was calling it out. He goes, what do you expect from this prank? And that's what it is. He goes, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, what are you doing? And I just love how he's the smart one, but he doesn't have the power. But I think he thought he was able to control all of his family, like how he was able to control Allison. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like even that, I was like, still to the end, he was controlling her. I was like, what? He's like, oh, we're gonna go here now. we're gonna go back here and deal with the other kid we can control, because this guy,
Hmm.
I was like, no, what, man? No, you made this. This is all you're working. Like, what are you talking about? You just want to like take off now because like things are getting too hard. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I thought that was like funny, but also that's who the dude is. So it's just a lot of like dumb decisions by
Hmm.
people that are dumb. And I'm not saying it's dumb because the show's dumb, it's just dumb because it's a kid running the whole world. Like, you know,
Hmm.
and you have this guy who has no idea what it is to be a knight, has no idea what it is to be like a military person. Like he was
Hmm.
hired because Rhaenyra wanted to have sex with him. Like, dude, you
Hmm.
did that for that only reason, because
Yeah,
you're a side piece.
because
That
you're a booty call,
you're a
basically.
booty call, and now you're a booty call for somebody else, and now somehow you made it up to like being the right hand man of the king, and like it makes no sense. Like that's how this guy got all this power. It was just like, yeah, it's like so
Hmm.
you know yeah, it was really, even like the twins fighting I thought was super cool. you know
Yeah.
you know because I was like,
Hmm.
because then it also is like, even if the good guy wins, how do I
Hmm.
know that's the good guy? He just might be pretending.
Exactly.
you know and
Hmm.
and and then him killing himself was the only way he can fully protect the queen. He's like, you
Hmm.
don't know if I'm the good guy or the bad guy, so all I can do is kill
Hmm.
myself and we're both off the table. And I'm like, I'm assuming that's what he did. That's the thing that made sense to me. But him like throwing himself on the sword was
Hmm.
intense. That was
Yeah, that
like,
was
dude.
that was nasty.
Yeah, yeah. So oh, but I like that, like the show, and at least the characters are smart enough to understand. He's like, yeah, you can never trust me again, because you don't know
Mhm.
if I'm the good one or the bad one.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna take myself off the table and we'll be done with it.
Hmm.
So it's just it's really interesting. You feel sad for the sister queen, of the one,
Hmm.
her son. She's like, I don't want. It was like, I don't want to go out there and parade my kid around. Even Aegon was
Hmm.
like, I don't want my kid to be out there like a dog and drag through the street. And then the grandfather was like, no, no, we're honoring him. And then the mom, Allison, steps up, goes, no, 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 you have to do this. This is what people need to see. And then the dude was like, oh, you're gonna be there too. She goes, I don't want to do it. So it's like, all you guys are all hypocritics, hypocritical. Like, you guys are all
Hmm.
horrible people, like just shitty people, like using a dead baby as a pawn, to
As a
to
pawn, yeah, like as
oh
almost like as a crutch to like kind of like pull a bunch of crap.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
and man, and then rightfully so, Aegon was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Hmm.
It's just it's they're doing it so well with that side of it, and then
Hmm.
them getting angry at each other and making stupid decisions, and then
Hmm.
going into the black side with the real Targaryens, not the High Towers. um
Hmm.
it just the fight between Rhaenyra's, I always forget their names, and Damon, you know,
Hmm.
where she's like, are you with me, or are you just working the best possible
Just
situation?
yeah,
You know,
outcome like or for yourself.
yeah,
You know, and that's what I like about this show. That's what I've always liked about Game of Thrones. It's like the intricate, like the intricate game, be it like physical battle or mental battle between, you know, that battle of wits and brawn between all these houses and all these people. That's something that I've always appreciated about it. And I don't even I don't even like picking sides on this show. You almost can't pick a side because you're so engaged in just watching said battle, you know.
mm,
So I'm just always interested to see who comes out on top and who gains the upper hand.
yeah, Yeah, because it
Mhm,
feels like the moms, Allison and Rhaenyra,
mhm,
kind of. For me, it feels like they're like, fuck, I want this to be over now. Like, there's already too many
mhm.
babies getting killed. Like, we want to stop this, but now it's too
Yeah.
late. It's out of their hands. They can't even control the problem that they're in. Like Allison
Mhm,
has no control anymore. And Rhaenyra can't even control her uncle husband. So
mhm,
even that argument I thought was super great when they're arguing, and he goes, "Oh, um, someone like her dad hated him, like his brother," and she's like,
mhm.
"No, he loved you, but he couldn't trust you. I can't trust you because you do stupid shit like this, and I'm kind of curious. Did they say where he's going? He jumped on the dragon, he went away. Where's he? Did they say where Damon's going?
I don't think they said where.
I don't think so either.
I don't remember them saying where.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see what he does and where he goes, and like he's kind of a wild card. I think he
Mhm,
does love Rhaenyra, but also I think he loves himself more. So
mhm. Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
yeah, but overall,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
yeah,
Damon is very much, I'm gonna look out for number one, and that's me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why he
Mhm,
got into that relationship to have the kids and to have like his own kingdom,
mhm.
uh, because he has the kids. I forgot their names are, but I believe the mom died last season. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, he's always all about himself. But I'm kind of curious to see
Mhm,
what he goes. I'm curious to see where everything kind of goes to. Even Aemon, like he's with the in the brothel talking to the prostitute and like having a therapy session. He's like, oh, I
mhm,
feel bad for killing Luke. Like he always picked on me, but I didn't want to kill him. I was like, oh, well,
mhm,
you're telling the wrong person, man. Like,
mhm.
you know, you're telling the wrong person. So yeah, yeah. So it just feels like the show's doing a good job at everyone feels sorry for
Mhm.
everything going on, but no one's willing to say sorry or to stop it.
No.
You know, which is
Yeah,
sad.
it's like it's a battle of pride too
Hmm.
on
Even though
this show.
sides know they're wrong, or they feel,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. So
Mhm,
yeah, it's kind of crazy, but
mhm.
I am really enjoying this season so far.
Me too. Me too. It's, dare I say, two episodes in, I kind of feel like they're kind of on a mission to step their game up from the last season, which was I really enjoyed the last season, but kind of feels like they're stepping their game up in terms of like kind of the intricacies of betrayal, kind of where they're going with the different houses, even from a scope standpoint. To an extent, it kind of feels bigger, at least with kind of like the way that it's shot. I like a lot of kind of like the sweeping aerial shots. I know Alan Taylor, who did a lot of the. I think he did some episodes on the first season. I know he did a ton of episodes of Game of Thrones. He directed Thor: The Dark World and a couple other things, but I think his niche is really all things Game of Thrones. He's really, really good at that.
Yeah.
So, I really liked how he directed the first episode. I can't remember if he directed this episode too, but yeah, I'm really there's a lot about this season that I'm really, really enjoying. Dare I say, almost more than season one, and we're only two episodes in. So, if I'm already feeling that way, like for me personally, that kind of bodes well for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. Yeah. This season, it's setting up, it's setting up
Mhm.
something bigger than what we got last season. That's for sure. It's getting ready for this war, and you're killing kids, man. Like you killed one
Yeah.
of last season, you killed another baby, you're killing
Mhm.
workers, just people who work. Like it's like you said, it's a lot. The body count is getting high, and it's
Yeah, and it's like they hit the ground in a full on sprint on season one, or not season one, the first episode of this season.
yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah, they set the tone pretty much right out of the woodwork.
yeah, yeah. The
Right?
first episode was we killed a baby.
We
Like
killed a baby. We
that's
killed a kid.
yeah. That's the starting level. So yeah, this is
Mhm.
gonna get crazy, man. This is gonna super super crazy. And I think he's gonna do some more crazy shit. I think Damon's gonna do some more crazy shit. Um,
Mhm.
those two guys are gonna like cause all kind of hell for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm super digging it, man. I really don't know. I'm really not expecting anything to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I
Mhm.
want to see this happen or this needs to happen. Like I'm really not have any expectations with you know with characters and actions and stuff. I just
Mhm.
want more good shows, good episodes. But do you
For
have
sure.
any series you want to see? Do you want to see the actual Civil War start, or is it
I
more?
would like to see. I would like to kind of see at least them kind of ease their way into it, at least into the early stages
Yeah,
of it. I would like to see them do that.
at least one big battle, right?
At least one battle,
Wow,
just to you know, kind of as a prelude for the rest of it, for like the like ensuing war before we get really into the thick of it. But I do want to see like the early stages of it for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I like to see that, but yeah, I'm really not holding on to anything that I want to see. So just because
Hmm.
I don't know what to expect. I never thought they were
Yeah.
gonna kill Huey. I never thought they were gonna kill like Luke. Like at the end of the season.
Hmm.
So I thought I thought that was super intense to do. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Hmm.
um, I don't think I really. There's nothing I didn't like about this episode.
Same. You know,
I'm trying to think.
I liked how involved I felt. I liked how like I felt very much pulled in from the word go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's really. I want to say there's no down points of this episode, but there was no really like up points. It was very even,
Hmm.
where I was just like very interested the whole time.
Hmm. Yeah. This episode was kind of like that kind of like that midpoint. Well, not even midpoint because we're still early on in the season. But this episode was basically telling you like it's about to be some shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can see because now, yeah, the hand of the king is different. We have
Mhm.
a knight who doesn't know how to be a knight. you
And
know,
yeah,
you know, I yeah, it's
and,
a boy king who's angry. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot
mhm.
of crazy stuff going on. I think, like for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. You got anything else for this episode?
So far, I think that's about it, at least on my
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
end.
about the same. Oh, one last thing. I don't know how anybody could be Team Hightower. Like
Oh,
after
absolutely not.
right after this episode, I'm like, no, I I don't get me wrong. I feel sad for them that they lost the baby and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I'm still not Team Hightower. Like not even close. You
Mhm.
know. So I don't know how anybody's Team Green. I don't get it. But yeah. I don't know. If anybody in the comments, if you're watching it, let us know if you still are Team Green. If you think the High Towers are the right, if they belong in the crown, or are they already on the throne? But yeah, leave a comment. Let us know. But I think that's about it for our discussion for episode 2 of House of the Dragon. But
Mhm.
yeah, comment, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday and Thursday, we talk about movies, TV shows like House of Dragon, and plus a bunch of trailers and a bunch of stuff, a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, we appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys in the next episode. If you're watching live, stick around.